Hey, what is up? Mischief back at you here with another League of Legends video. This time around, you got playing Katarina in the mid lane. Ended up going up against a Fizz this one, and as we all know, Fizz broke. But definitely didn't do as bad as what I thought it was going to end up doing. So figured I'd go ahead and post this video up. Did a fairly good couple of kills in this one, which I'll gladly point out to everyone. Alright, so for the comps, we got Vi versus Jax in the jungle. We got Gangplank and Teemo top. Katarina Fizz mid. Sivir and Varus bot. And Zyra and Tark bot supporting. I went ahead and started out with a Dorn Shield and Pot, running a 21-9-0 build here. Trying something a little different. I did take 1 point into the magic resist in the defensive tree. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard build here. We were actually pretty concerned about the group because they had Jax and Fizz, which together are just a disgusting combination. Katarina, you know, I figured I'd do decent. And here we go. We got an early invade trying to come in. Thank God it didn't really go through the best, but they did chunk out our Zyra here just a little bit. Vi, myself, still here. Sivir's still here, so we're going to go ahead and finish out the leash for... Vi wanted to go red first just because she had actually made a comment about Cat, me, not being able to pull a real strong leash. And it's true, you know, being my only ability is basically my Q. It doesn't offer a real strong leash unless I want to end up missing out on getting into lane my CS. So it worked out nice. Granted, it was still Sivir and me because Zyra didn't get a chance in there, but pulled out nice. Was able to get her a good leash at least, and we didn't lose it to the invades. So good thing we did go red. Otherwise, they would have taken her red from her. So far, I'm poking. I start out with my Q. I went into my W here instead of my E. Some people like to go E before W. I decided Fizz is kind of melee, so I went ahead and popped my my W first, just for that early damage, that early poke. Being Fizz, like I said, is just a pain in the ass to go up against. Excuse me. So I just kind of harassing him. That's about all you can do. He's kind of weak here early, so he did pop his little jumper, but wasn't able to really do anything because of it. I was able to get some damage on him once he came down. And of course, pretty early, so it's kind of boring. I did hit 3, so I took my E ability, my shampoo, so I could get some jump and damage reduction. I think Fizz actually knew. So he picked up Barrier, so I wasn't concerned about his Ignite. Once he hit 6, of course, you know, concerned with his ultimate. I do go ahead and jump back in, and I just missed him on my my W there, so kind of fail. I haven't played Cat in quite a while, so I wanted to go ahead and I seen Jax coming down, so I go ahead and pop out. Fizz still coming in, so I go ahead and burn my flash. I did not want to give him nor Jax an early kill. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I did lose my flash, but with Cat, you still at least have a mini flash, which is super nice. So it doesn't bother me massively that I didn't get it. As you can see, I'm a little bit stunk on the CS. I've never been a good CSer. Cat's kind of hard to last hit with when you're actually melee, if you're not using her Q or W for it. But as you can see, I was able to live through Jax and Fizz in. Fizz is going to try to come back in. I'm able to just hit him as he comes off of his trident staff. So we're just kind of trading back and forth. He did hit 5. I'm still 4. Did just hit 5. So pretty close. Did miss out a couple CS there. And as you can see, let's see here. He is a little bit up on CS, not massively, but he is a little more than what I would actually like. I was able to get a little bit of nice harass there to push him back out of lane, which is what I wanted to do. Let me finish up some of this CS, and then once again missing out. Oh, excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and recall. I know he recalled. Go ahead and recall back. I think I did stop. Yep, Vi was coming up, and I seen a nice wave. I didn't want to let the wave just push through. Jax is recalling anyways here, so not a huge concern. I do have my Doran Shield to kind of help with a little bit of regen. I did want to get it under tower before Fizz came back. I did hit level 6. Fizz is 5. I did come up on the CS equal out, but I do have to recall back because all I've got is a Doran. Is a Doran Shield while he's got 2 Doran's rings, a flask, and a couple pots. There's no way I'd want to stay in lane with that one. So I go ahead and pick up an early Codex, try to build into my, I can never remember the name, DFG. As Cat, with that DFG, you really start to come out. I used to, when I played before, I'd build like a revolver for that early sustain. But I've kind of learned, if you play a little bit careful, you can still, you don't need as much as the sustain because you're going to be able to burst out. And you'll see what I'm talking about coming up in a little bit later. But we got Vi sitting here in the bush over here. So I was just trying to bait him to come in. I thought Vi would have came in, so I popped out on my ult. He did hit his trident to get out, so I burned my ultimate and whatnot. I do still have my ignite, so it did push him back. He is level 6 now, so I do have to be careful. He's going to try to come in again. I'm just going to kind of harass him once again. Couldn't drop down that ward there. I know one of my previous videos I may have made a comment about the bush not warding right there. I did decide to here in this match because it's Jax, so he's got to be kind of close to me. And I've got an escape mechanism to get out usually, so I did drop it there. As you've seen, Jax was coming down, but he decided to bail out because Fizz was pushing a little bit. I think that's what his issue might have been there. I did get a ping out to let me know that Jax was coming down, so it go ahead and harass back, hit my ulti, but as you can see, he busts his barrier, so I lost my ignite. Jack's gonna try to come in. He does get the stun on me. I do hit my and the fish brains miss, and I'm trying to get over to Vi. There we go. She was just out of range. I remember I was clicking to get to jump to her, and she was just out of range for me. I did end up getting out, but Jack's stun had me. The Fizz ult did miss me, thank God. Otherwise, I probably would have dropped there. So I was just out of range of it, which worked out very nice. So Fizz did go MIA for a second here. I knew that, so I didn't want to try to push too hard here. Just try to get that CS here. Go ahead and just kind of push it up to the tower. Head on back. Since Fizz was not back, I'm going to go ahead and recall. Nice little wave hitting up to the tower here, so. So I go ahead and go back. I do pick up a pair of boots, my boots of speed, just because I wanted to build early into that DFG, but with Fizz getting his ult, I wanted to have some movement. With Jax being kind of babysitting the middle lane. He's been coming in, I think it was 3 times already in the 10 minutes, so I wanted to have a little bit of speed to get out. So I do have boots. I did pick up a pot there. So I do still have some damage. As you can see, Fizz did pick up a tomb. I think he's building into his Lich Bane, possibly. So all I'm trying to do, he did just hit level 8. I do have a nice little wave here. Try to keep it. As you can see, Vi coming up. Don't think, in the game it wasn't warded, but Fizz did head out of there. So I went ahead and just kind of pushed up the lane here. And you can see Fizz going bot. I think they may have been attempting an early dragon on this one. Go check it out. Now Fizz heading bottom to try to pull out an early gank, which left me to chunk out the tower here, which I gladly did. Our jungle able to get a first blood here. Fizz did come back up in the lane, kind of caught me off guard. He did pop his stick, so I did want to try to pop out, but his fishy came in. I have no flash and I have nothing to jump to, so he does actually get me on that one. So he gets the second kill of the game. Gangplank sitting topside trying to deal with the Jax at the moment, as Teemo is not around. As you can see, Jax kind of heading off into the bushes. So the GP gonna continue pressing on. Key bindings not wanting to work real well. So bottom lane able to push out that turret. Vi and myself heading mid. Vi's going to go ahead and head back down. So I'm going to just... Fizz is not around, so I'm just going to continue pressing on, getting some CS, pressing that lane down. Best thing to do with Cat, just try to get that CS so you can get that DFG to start pressing out. So I'm going to go ahead and head on bot because I see the rest of our team, and this is where it gets really interesting. So I'm going to slow this way down so you can see. Epic play by the Cat. Dude, jump in there, get the ulti, taking one out. Jump over to the next, ulti still working, get that secondary kill with the ignite, popping my ulti once again, ended up getting that third kill, triple kill, 12 minutes in, 12 and a half minutes in. Definitely something I was loving there. Made me feel good. So Fizz coming back down. Vi's coming in. Not able to get him out. I do ping out to Vi to kind of back off. Just because I know what he can do. He can get away. He does have the barrier and shit too. And as you can see, Vi trying to take him out at the turret. But he's got his ultimate, his barrier, and the turret. And just able to take Vi down. She got a little bit too greedy on that one. Maybe if I would have followed up, we could have, but I didn't want to chance giving him a kill and the double buffs. And I did ping to her to back off, so she did get a little bit on the greedy side. So GP was recalled back, and Teemo was topside, so I wanted to head up. And as you can see my pathing, I was trying to avoid any shrooms that he may have dropped there. And I wanted to go up and get him. And he was just out of the fog of war during this one. He did see me come up because he did have a vision there. I was able to go ahead and just recall out. And I'm back. I go ahead and pick up my Sorc boots. That way it gives me a little more magic pen, but also gives me mobility so I can roam a little bit. Sometimes people like to take boots of Moby. I have done it in the past. It is nice, but it does kind of on your damage a little bit because you don't have so much magic pen. It is nice if you're trying to roam, but like I said, I haven't played Cat in so long, so I didn't want to get too cocky and start building too overconfident like. So I did want to just keep the pressure up on Fizz. I did not want to let Fizz get fed. He does have his Sheen at this point, so I got to play it a little bit careful. But you see, I'm still able to. Jeez, my throat. Pardon me. And as you can hear, my son singing in the background. Hey, Buckwheat. Shh. So Fizz did leave lane again, so I'm going to go ahead and once again just keep pressing up. I mean, Fizz leaves it, I'm definitely going to. They got bottom turret down, so even if he goes down there, they can back off and still kind of be a little bit on the safe side. Did see him fighting down there, so I'm going to go ahead and head on down. I actually was starting to recall. Go ahead and head on down. Vi was able to get the kill on the Jax there, so didn't actually need any of my assistance there. Varus coming back up in the mid lane, so I just want to press back to CS once again the wave. That way I can start working on the tower. As you can see, I've already got the tower chunked down pretty far, so go ahead and burn in there. I do take a quick turret shot, but well, no worries because I'm recalling back anyway. So and I believe I was going back to pick up my large rod. Large rod. And yes, I picked up a large rod there. So I have about, I think, about 300 gold at this point to go before I can get my DFG. And in my opinion, at least from what I've noticed with other players and whatnot, you get that DFG and you can start timing out things really good. It can just be utterly annihilating. Because the damage you already can do is pretty insane. As long as you don't get CC'd during your ult, you can do some pretty nasty damage. But having DFG on top of that, that's an extra 20% damage. But it's all about being able to time out your abilities so that way you're able to get it all off. And it can be hard. As you've seen earlier, I was able to get all my stuff off there on that first triple kill there. But it can be a real pain in the butt to do. So I'm going to go ahead and come around. I do see Fizz coming up. I'm going to go ahead and jump in on him and try to all-in him real quick because he just used his staff, but he did pop his berry. He does hit me with a ignite, so I'm going to go ahead and... Sivir coming in to save the day. I was actually going to E out and didn't have a minion far enough away. But Sivir coming in was able to hit me with her ultimate to give me a little bit of speed boost, and then she did get the kill. So, well worth it. I was able to get an assist on that one, I believe. And so, bot lane finally getting pressed back. Varus down there trying to take it out. So I'm going to go ahead and head down there because we got mid pressed out. We now have top lane pushed out. I knew Sivir was up there. GP, I thought, yes, GP was up there, so I wasn't concerned about going up there. But I do want to press back the spot lane because I don't want to let Varus kind of press in, or any of the rest of them decide to come in. And you see Varus just going ahead and recalling. I may have been able to catch him if I really had tried, but I wasn't concerned. I think at the point he was actually out of the fog of war. So team pinging out, they want to go do dragon, so I'm going to clean up this wave here, get some more CS, some trash cleanup, get some gold, and then work my way over and help them take out the dragon here. Objectives, always objectives. You can see I go ahead and shampoo in, just start doing my standard damage rotation. So 18 minutes in, 18 and a half, we got 10 kills to their 4. We got 27k gold to their 21. Once again, another coming in, ulting out, able to get a double kill off of that one. Sivir able to take out that third kill there. Jack's going to come in. Zyra almost getting him with the root, but I don't want to go in and get too cocky here. Not at the moment. We don't have no minions, and now we do. So now we can go in. Jack's coming in. I do see he's got this. Zyra's popping the ult. Definitely able to blow that shit up before I get the kill, but I did get the assist on that one. So Little old Teemo trying to come in, drop his mushrooms down. Not too concerned. We do have a scanner, and I don't think we were. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think we were actually gonna push that one in because we had pushed already pretty good. So, so I did get my DFG on my previous recall. I forgot to say that, and I'm actually picking up my Haunting Guise to work into the Liandry's. Just more Magic Pen. I was actually my full build. Well, my next two items would have been the Liandry's and Riley's. The slow, the Magic Pen, the additional damage, and the dot to go with it all. Just stupid amounts of damage. I do see they got 3 here. I'm not going to try to ult in or anything, but I am going to just try to clear out the minions here so that way they can't press without taking some damage. And you can see if I coming in, so I was able to hold it off. I did see Teemo drop that shroom. So I'm trying to avoid it. Jax, as you can see, hiding out in the side. I did not catch that shroom when I went in. So Taric able to come in with the stun. I'm going to go just say ham and cheese. Fuck it, I'm going all out, ulting in. Shampooing all over. Jax able to finally shut me down, but not before I get the double kill. Vi able to continue on with Jax. Jax has no cooldowns. Vi's able to take Jax out. And at the moment, 7-2 and 5 for the cat who hasn't played 20 minutes in. And we're just going to go ahead and continue on. Zyra able to get that final kill. And as you can see, the other team's like, hell no, we're done. We ain't doing it. So, hope you enjoyed the video. One of the few matches I've done with Katarina. She is definitely extremely fun, extremely mobile. But CC can lock her down really hard. That's the only thing I didn't like about her. And so I was worried about Jax with this one. But as you can see, didn't have no worries. Ended up outplaying him. So hope you enjoyed. Check out the links in the description below for like my Facebook and Twitter and live stream. Hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to subscribe, like, follow, all that good junk, and share the video. Let your friends know all that good stuff. Thanks. Peace.